Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to our power, Yahweh, our Shem, our Shem, Kodash. The ones and two elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to our brothers and audio, pushing us ready to sincere and in short. The Hebrew Israelites, prophets of the Most High, Camp Jamaica. Once again, prophesy basically the end of the world. You know, the good news to bring it forth unto all people. You know, what Isaiah 61.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
This is Isaiah. Isaiah 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, is upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek, and he had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Yeah, the prison basically start with mind. You know, because Yahweh Shai say what? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right? Because at one point we were basically bound by the light, and we start telling we start referring to who? So-called white race, Edomites. They will say we're niggers, or we are African American, or we are West Indians, all manner of bywords under the sun. You know, but now the truth, the light of Yahweh Shai have been risen upon us. You know, we've been also, right, so was supposed to of the light. Candle was put on the candlestick, you know, so the world can basically see it. You know, so make people know, so guess what? You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, we are the true biblical Israelites according to the scriptures. You know, we're the Israelites. We have our power, Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai, who's supposed to be serving. And I know Jesus Christ, and I know Jehovah, and I know Selassie. You're supposed to be keeping the laws to the best of your ability. And that's how you're going to find rest for your souls. Right? You're basically being freed.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn.
Yeah, and that's how you comfort people. You know, First Thessalonians 4 verse, last verse, what question? Yeah, you talked about it. Verse chapter 4. Yeah, the last verse. Last verse.
This is 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 18. It says, wherefore comfort one another with these words.
Yeah, so you comfort people with the words of the scriptures. And what that come with? Come with a promise. You know, promise of deliverance. How people right now, they don't want to low the state. Slavery. So letting them know by the words, and guess what? They have been prophesied of a deliverer. You know? Yahweh Shai, who shall come and set us free. Basically take us from Luke 1:68. You know? And deliver us from our enemies. And basically going to put our enemies and basically make our enemies a footstool.
This is right, man. I said, proclaim the day of the Lord, vengeance. Basically, hey, the scripture get leading to captivity. Just go into captivity. Either kill it with the sword, just kill it with the sword, man. See? And as scripture says, here's the patience and faith. And faith of the saints, man. That's what they out here. Bringing to the elect, man. Very elect.
That's part of the gospel.
Yeah, but that's part of the gospel also, yeah.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah. So a lot of people just look at it and think, boy, hey, we're all about this vengeance and hatred, man. Hey, we're all about what the Lord is gonna do, man. See?
Got an idea how we do is just push through the word.
Which is right, man.
All like when we not looking for what. We are coming straight from the Bible. The most I do this, the most I do that, the most I do that.
Lord, this is of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
This is Luke 1 verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Lord God of Israel. Whenever you hear the God of the Edomites, the God of the Moabites, or the God of this world, God love everybody. God of what? Israel. We're the Israelites. So-called Negroes, Native Americans, Spanish, Latinos. We are the true biblical Israelites. And them go to Rasta in our land right now. Imposters, which basically fulfilling prophecy. Go on, bro.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he had visited and redeemed his people.
Yeah, and this is a prophecy. You know, when Zacharias, the Holy Spirit come upon Zacharias, and he prophesied, Zacharias was the father of John the Baptist. You know, he prophesied. Basically said this will take place. For he had visited and redeemed his people. And evil start when Yahushua came on the scene. Because when you go to Isaiah 7 chapter verse 14, he said, he shall get a sign. You know, behold, virgin shall conceive, which basically was a prophecy of Mary. You know? That's what I mean born of the Holy Spirit, because Yahushua was prophesied to come on the scene. Wanna?
Right, say.
Just like John the Baptist.
Gone.
And the rest of the prophets going on the line, man. We're all born of the Holy Spirit, man.
And had raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, and he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
Yeah, in the house of his servant David. You know, that's why I say I'm the, basically him of the line of the tribe of Judah. You know?
And the root and the offspring
of David.
Of David, then.
You know, because he come from out David lineage.
Right.
Which shows that he is actually he come by regular birth. Not no virgin birth as he will have it. Like Mary was a literal virgin and the rays of the Most High penetrate Mary and breed her. There will be adultery.
That's madness,
Right.
man.
Madness as the brothers.
Yeah.
Christian madness. Plantation Christianity madness.
And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies.
Yeah, so we'll be saved from our enemies.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to do this. Yahushua, not know what a nigga the name? Some of the no man, what nigga name man in America right now? No man, the one who get up some gun in a black.
Grandmaster G.
Yeah, Grandmaster G. Grandmaster G never save nobody, yo. You know, Yahushua agreed. So what Grandmaster G do? He futile.
I just bring out the point to show what we're enemies.
Right, man. Yeah, because up to this day, people don't know what enemy. They believe it's the enemy or their neighbor, you know. When they say they suffer like them, and they have in Bible, walk up in the yard for Psalm. So my neighbor try to tell me, you know, so I have to walk up Psalms.
Right, and the worst part, them not even read it yet.
Yeah.
The Psalm 33 and verse 1 is a song of Psalms of Asaph. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Yes, so if the most safe enemies, if the most enemy are our enemy. Right? Go on, bro.
And they that hate thee have lift up the head.
Yeah, because they make a move against the apple of the Most High. His heritage. When they try to trample on the feet. Therefore they make themselves what? Enemy of the Most High.
God.
Go on, bro.
It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, and we have right now the New World Order.
God.
You know, with a nigga cracker named Bill Gates.
Right.
You know, and the Rothschild them, right? He leads the powers that be. You know, the God of this world. Right? Then basically make a plot to ultimately come up against our people. You know, because they want to exterminate us. Right? If them idea have actually take the blessing. It's an idea kind of come to fruition.
Yes.
Right?
It says they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Yeah, and them accomplished that a few years ago, but prophecy again, it come back on the scene. And look at one point here with the dead, as people say, your dead bodies shall lie in the street. You know, but the Spirit of the Lord come upon us, and we are stand up our feet. We see we stand up our feet right now. Confessing that, guess what? Our power is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, true name of the God of the Bible and His Son. Right? We are the Israelites. We are claiming back our heritage. You know, we are go back to power. As the scripture say, can get me as well go back to Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. Yeah, what I'm going to go back to.
Isaiah 10 verse 20, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again say upon him that smote them,
Yeah, who smote us? Common history. So-called white race. Them smote us. Our people stand upon them. You know, everything them look up to the so-called white man, which go back to the curse. You go to him for the wonderful things.
Can.
You know? Right? IMF deal, World Bank loan, right? Importing goods. I have the Royal, which in England will basically we're still colonized by. You know, Jamaica never get no real independence yet.
but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
Yeah, so we are stay upon the Most High now. And the word stay basically means to lean upon. You know, to basically, what do you call it now? Strength. You know, like to lean upon a post, you know, to keep you firm.
Yeah?
So we are stay upon the Most High now. At one point, where people are lost in all sort of religion. You know? Rastafarianism. You know, some gone in we call it Islam. You know, in Jamaica we have like the Maroons, African vibration. You know, and current modern day Christianity, which not known through the Bible. Right now we actually find the full understanding of the scriptures, what it really mean. You know? Because what people have right now as Christianity, you know, what the so-called white man gave them. Right? Plantation Christianity. Go look up this basically the slave Bible. Right? That's how people believe say they're supposed to forgive and forget, you know, and obey thy master. You know, everything will apply to the so-called white man, you know, and the most I love everybody. Them things in the Bible. You know, it's like we love the so-called white race. I love everybody. No, it's going to say hate, evil. And what good has the so-called white race has done to our people? Just one, we don't want two. So-called white at that, because they are the Edomites.
Edomites.
Nobody is white and nobody is black.
This is Deuteronomy 33 and verse 29 say, Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thine excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee,
That's right.
and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Yeah, and this is not conditional. No prophecy in the Bible is conditional. Right? Brother can get me Isaiah 55 and 11 Bible question. Right? Anything the Most High said, once it is written in the scriptures, it will come to pass. Right? It's going to say, happy Israel, because the Most High has saved us. Our enemies them which are going in it, who are the enemies them, they are the nation them. The so-called Chinaman, the so-called African, so-called white race, so-called East Indian, right, so-called Arab. Them are our enemy. And whether they want to believe it or not, just give it to what some did not believe. Right, prophecy will come to pass either way. The enemy right now are planning to go chip you people with RFID chip. You know, and juke you with vaccine, which is poison. I think them love with. Right?
Isaiah 55 verse 11 it says, So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Therefore, no prophecy is conditional. Anything the most sign is we call it schizophrenic. Today he says something, and today our brother can get the Malachi 3 and 6. Micah 3 and 6. Yeah,
This is Malachi 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
yes, so the Most High don't change. But other people like they not even understand what testament means. Some people like to say, yo, at one point in the Old Testament, you were dealing with the Israelites, but now in the New Testament, you might deal with everybody. First thing first, what testament mean? You know? Right? Testament just is another word for a covenant. You know? And you have the old and you have the new covenant. Who were the first covenant made with? Who was the new covenant supposed to be made with? All deal with Israel.
The Lord not change, man.
Most of the change.
Hey, let me show you the hypocrisy of Christianity, man. Hey, them say the Lord are the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But yet still when it comes to in covenant with Israel, it changed, man. See? That's make them make it like the Lord is a hypocrite, man.
Yeah. Most is not a liar. Eh? Him say he must save Israel, and him say he must give the enemies them of Israel or the nation them place to ensure them the faith. They must be with servants in the kingdom of heaven. That's a prophecy, that's a promise made of the Most High. You see I call the Most High a liar or a covenant breaker?
I say, I'm going to bring out a precept there as you mentioned. So I'm going to be enemies.
And this is the good news, you know, because at one point your people growing up think they are nothing. When you look on even the angels them, right, the son of the Most High, right, the Most High, we get so-called white imagery. Right. You know, so we, you know, we say, yo, so what we there? You know? Who is we? We look so subliminally, we look up onto the so-called white race as they are the saviors, them are the thing to be.
And all them teachers in our school, as far as our heritage go, and that we were slaves. All them teachers. No history before that. We just born as slaves and go.
As the bring out said, the back of being a slave in the kingdom of heaven. This is Revelation 2 and verse 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Yes, so the nations them have a specific lot. Some people go overcome, and as soon as them overcome, them nation yeah, are basically what go on.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yeah man, one scepter, piece of iron. Man bro.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Yeah, and if you know ancient time, right, potter normally pots, you know, normally make out of clay. Like them aluminum or metal pot here today.
God.
You know, and you know when you said some smash piece of clay, you know, like valves with or today we call them, you can say glass. The smash up a piece of iron will go on. The shutter.
It says, even as I receive of my Father.
That's right. Now go back to what? Psalms 2. You can get a Bible question. These are all prophecies. And that was what in the New Testament, that bro?
The New Testament.
Alright. So-called New Testament, you know?
Yeah.
Because really and truly, you have the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. It's one book. One book. You have even of the Apocrypha. So we don't call the Apocrypha now. Between the Old and New Testament. So that time we don't really know what they are going. You know, the covenant never exists. Really. No.
Psalms 2 and 8 it says, ask of me and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession.
Right, and Yahweh shall get it. And we are what? Joint ears with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is who the word in on the call Jesus Christ. Which is a so-called black man at that. You know? We have to push those vibrations out. Because if you go 2020, you have a lot of people still believe that Jesus is a so-called white man. Oh, I don't know. Jesus is not a color. It doesn't matter.
They still name Jesus.
Yes, that's true. Still name Jesus. When clearly J never exists over 400 years ago. It's within what? Roughly 1700 come on the scene.
And the translation go back to Jesus.
Alright.
We are a Hebrew.
That's right, because even right now I study Spanish. Any name I come across in Spanish, I cannot translate that name. You know, no name I can translate. Every name has to be pronounced in its true essence and language. Otherwise it's wrong. You get a big wrong back. You can't translate the Most High name on himself.
So it's not Jesus, right?
Yeah.
It's Jesus. And Jesus is not the name of the Heavenly Father's Son.
That's a great name. It says, back to Psalms 83 and verse 5. Continue on our enemies are, men. It says, 5 says, for they have consulted together with one consent. See? They are confederate against thee. All these nations.
Let them team up, that's why you have Agenda 2030.
God,
you know? Yes, yeah. We populate the earth to 500 million. Oh, we have eugenics. We need to get rid of the weak nation, not the weaker race.
Let's get together to take it. Basically, the scripture plain and simple. Let's get together and wipe out Israel.
Hey, when them say the weaker race, and guess what the weaker race on the planet?
They say.
No.
And a weaker race, look who them target as the weaker race. Because when you check it even, when them are trying to say now, who them are trying to pin the corona thing for? Mostly our people, you know, Negroes.
Everybody coming from China.
All of a sudden, white people susceptible to this virus, no one, nobody can
And
break
them
down.
stronger than we. See? What the scripture totally tell us that they are what? The basis of men. See?
Yeah, and it's
The
even
weaker
say
men.
one people shall be stronger than the other.
Can't.
Which is not promise. It prophesying didn't come to pass. We dominate in everything.
Can't.
You know, when you check who dominates all the sports industry, our people.
Can't.
Who them used to have run experiments on, you know, if you actually learn certain knowledge when them have today. We and look on with today. Still exists. After all the tram we put the people through.
Hey, you think that's what a white man could have got too much hard punches and years of slavery and them things?
Well.
But we got you. It wouldn't
Well.
exist. It wouldn't exist
Well.
right now.
Well,
No. You might go through it, you know. You might go through it, you know. You might go get it double, man. Scripture say man double and to him double. But guess what? If you feel say, them could have got you where we got you and still at the most of the population for the earth. We are still the most of the population.
As soon as he
Them
saw
are the least,
people
man.
feel it, go picture and you see him lose it, you should flick. People here, look how people in a slavery and still a party.
yep.
Yeah. Hey, the Lord said make him one. Least among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised, man. Hey, the so-called white man. All the rest of the heathens, them hate them, man. Hate them, man. The Hamites hate them, the Ishmaelites hate them. See? Just not because they pretend to work with them, because guess what? They know some them the Lord put on top of them, because of the Lord build them up and put them up there, man. Make them have talk over the rest of the nations. Them.
Yeah, with wisdom, you know, nobody now go up against the bully alone.
Yeah.
That's how in Russia, you know, start drop bombs, you know, and start go up, majority of the nation them are turning against America.
Okay.
Which America one of the main emblems of what the so-called white race stand for.
Right.
Tyranny. You know, so the nation them hate them. Right?
It says, back to the enemies, man. It says, the tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Agarenes.
See, yeah, which Ishmael go back to the so-called Arabs,
Can.
which a lot of nations actually mix within that area, they're known as Arabs. Where you have Agarenes, which are Hamites, you know, Amalek, chief tribe in the nation of Edom, and so-called white race. Right, those are the nations, because that's another thing as well. You know, Esau, so-called white race, has covered up all nations. You know, only one nation in have so-called, they exist today, and the nation Israel. Everybody else uses them name.
Israeli.
Yeah, they call, and then if you call them Israel, Israel is Israeli. Right, Jewish. Are they right? Jewish. Yeah, they really are Jew. The subscribers of the Jew. Right?
Alright.
Fulfill prophecy.
So just jump down to verse 12. It says, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. See?
Right. So them take we, right? So I'm sure. Them take we.
Them sound Mars. So this is sound Mars. So.
Jesus. It's like how we are treated for human being who come from monkey. When I believe you, sir, do them like. You know?
It says, oh my God, make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind. See?
So it's gonna go and be destroyed.
God.
You know, a wheel, you know, in stubble. You know what a wheel do one stubble? Run over here and crush you out.
Yeah, man.
And then the window sits up. And gone with that. And just keep able to tell them and be exterminated, the Edomites. Alright, so-called white race.
Hey. Now the book of Obadiah, man.
This is Psalms 110 verse 1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Yeah, and Christianity don't use short say the Lord of enemies. Right? Yeah, the most say of enemies and the son of enemies. You know? So who are they? The brother read them earlier. These Edens. They were the Lord's enemy. And you know what he might do with the enemy them? He might vex them in memory wrath.
Run.
You have Oh, what? A brother can give me the one who said the apple of mine eye. I think Zephaniah, if I'm not mistaken, or Ezekiel. I said Zephaniah 1:8. You know? I tell them I get them to the
2 and 8.
want to read it, bro?
Says Zechariah 2, start of verse 7, says, Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
Touch the Lord's woman. See? The Lord precious. The Lord precious. Precious fruit, man. See? The precious fruit you touch, man. Hey, Esau, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is gonna get you.
Gun.
He said, the Lord said when he return, he's not gonna meet me as a man. See? And him coming out of the angelic body, man. You know, the Lord not gonna come back in a weak ass flesh anymore, man. As when they get him nailed up on the cross the last time. The Lord is gonna come back and smile. And the Lord is coming back hungry.
No, can get that. Isaiah 66.
Verse 9 says, For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me.
Yeah. You know, so that's what the part of the good news, the gospel, where be done to people. But only elect will actually prophesy to take heed. You know? Because you have people suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Oh no, man! Forgive or forget. If you want to get back to the so-called white race, I guess the most I want to read. So whether me the one or not, fuck my desire. You see, it's all about what the most I want. The most I set him not enough to get them iniquity. The most I will not have put the deeds of the wicked. The way Bible says, what you say.
Let's start now. Isaiah 66.
Yeah, man.
Isaiah 66, I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, and when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of the Lord shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies.
I'm in the place right now, too. You know, which we stand up, and it's serious danger that the righteous stand up and bold as a lion, if you're in the face of them which afflicted him. You know, because prophecy we know that the Most High rise you up, and we see signs in the heavens, you know, chariots popping up, and Esau lose it. The Most High lead us brothers, you know, and raise us up in the spirit, you know, in us. And that basically is basically when the so-called warriors see this, them get frightened, as people say.
And that's the act, the elder. That's the one why you speak. And the elder apostle said the more we speak these things, and the more the prophets them happen, speak them into existence. Through the spirit of power and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. And so these things, when we see these things happen, it builds our faith more and more. See? Push, man. See? As we do it in season, out of season. See? You remember we used to be on the bank corner. Because of the whole coronavirus thing now, we have to be down here. Even when the rain fall, man, we out here standing and pushing the street, man, enduring all things as a good soldier, man.
Yeah, but we prophesy that as well to the spirit.
God.
So when I go out here every day, yo, time I come when we are basically remove.
Yeah.
Right? And things are going to even come more. We now can literally push this truth no more.
God,
you know, as how we use it on the platforms that we have.
The work ever been done at that time.
Yeah, man.
It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury.
This is the most of anger. And I'm coming in chariots, so-called UFO. So I'm coming in full power.
It's coming angry.
Last time he come on the earth, made of a woman. You know? So you know, so I'm subject to all those elements. And now I come back, there's no way to catch him and nail him up on the cross. But even Michael, the archangel, are forward too. You know, with the hosts of heaven in the chariots.
Yeah.
And I see that the armies followed after him. You know, so them are coming in full power.
Glory, man.
Glory. And he saw that people when I chariot, they can't shoot.
Try this.
You see a try.
Try it now.
In other words, not one. I see what's prophesied, you know, the great force will come to fight against him. You know, and then he afraid about this fight. And he held up sword. He don't have any instrument of war. So he never have no gun. He never have no bomb. You know? But they see him open up by mouth represent on the chariots. You know, fire come out like that and consume the whole house.
Right.
Watch the movie Independence Day. You know? Right? And something like that to what take place.